you know, it gets to a point where like you've had enough. Like I've had enough. It's like I don't like, what do you even say? Like that's a heartbreaker. That's like a rip your soul out of your body type loss. Heartbreaking loss.
The furthest we go on this podcast is shit. Like this is effing unbelievable, man. I cannot believe there is.
It's just like this isn't funny anymore. It's cursed.
It's getting sick.
I tried to exorcise the demon on Tuesday night and it didn't work. And like, and that game they played pretty well. Like
that game sucks, man. That game sucks.
It's a heartbreaker.
It's unlike all the others because the refs clearly decided that they weren't going to call the same penalties that they've been calling for the other 5 games. And then just 2 high-sticking penalties, which is you get the stick near the face, whether it hits the face or not. You get it near the face. It's pretty black and white. And you give that team a 5-on-3 in the third period when you have all the momentum. And I honestly believe if that game continued 5-on-5, they were going to hold on and win that hockey game. And they give up that goal, and it's just, this team is just so
cursed,
yep. and just it's wild. Someday, somebody smart who's very bored needs to do a psychology experiment with this hockey team, because they just can't, no matter through hook or through crook, they cannot find a way to win one of these games. They just can't do it.
No.
They can't find a way to win.
No, they can't.
It's ridiculous.
And like this game, like, you know, I'd like, sure, there were like little nitpicks about it, but like for the most part, they played a really good game.
They could have won that hockey game, man.
Yeah, they hung tough.
Easily.
They erased a 2-goal deficit. Everyone except Alex Kerfoot played well. It's like, I'm at a loss. Like my heart.
Everybody but Alex Kerfoot. I want to. No, this is nothing against Alex Kerfoot personally, but I just want to go up to Alex Kerfoot and just give him the finger.
Yeah,
right in his face.
He cost them that game.
I just want to give Alex Kerfoot the double
I'm sorry,
birds,
like
man.
he cost them that game. Like the just terrible giveaway for the first Tampa goal. And then listen, like, you can take your issues with the officials and like the David Kampf high stick. Yes, that was a phantom call, but
you get the stick near the face,
Kerfoot
man.
the Kerfoot one, he got his stick up under Hedman's chin. It's like you're gonna get called for that every time, man. Like
there was only 3 penalties getting called tonight. There was a blatant trip, a high stick, or a too many men. Those were the 3 penalties getting called tonight. That was it. And they found a way to take one of those 3 penalties within seconds of each other. It's unbelievable. This is unbelievable. I just can't believe it. I think if they lost earlier in that overtime, I would have been more upset. But as it went on, and as they almost kind of
pressed,
they
dominated. Really pressed. Yeah, they really pressed hard in that overtime. They had a lot of good looks.
They controlled the play, and they just. And you said it during the whole. I thought it was going to be over within 5 minutes. I thought Tampa was going to get an opportunity within 5 minutes. It was going to be over because we've seen what this team plays like in overtimes in the playoffs. They always just find a way to lose. And you said it. They're like the Leafs will get chance after chance after chance, and once Tampa gets that one chance
in the net,
it's over.
Yep, and that's exactly what happened. And listen, I don't want to be Mr. Negative. But I'm sorry, I'm a Leaf fan. I've had my heart broken too many times. Like, does anyone feel good about Game 7 now? Like, their performances, like the track record. I kept saying, when overtime started, I was sitting there thinking, like, it's got, like, at some point they got to break through. And they just can't. And so it's like you can take that mentality with Game 7 as well. But, like, look at their track record.
You can't. There is. You have to be the most optimistic person on planet Earth to feel good going into that game. There's just no way.
No.
Like, I just can't.
I'm dejected.
I feel like an idiot. Like, I know we do this podcast. We got to watch the games and whatever. We're Leaf fans at the end of the day. Whatever happens. But you kind of feel stupid after a while because we do this podcast. We're the Leaf guys, right? So all your buddies are texting you or whoever the people you work with. And they're like, are they going to do it tonight? And blah, blah, blah. Then that glimmer of hope always like shines through somehow. And I said today to people, I'm like, their resume proves that they're not going to win tonight. But you just, in the back of your head, you're like, they've beaten them 5-on-5. They played well. They skated. They show that they can win this series. And now I got to stare all those people in the face tomorrow and look like a complete idiot saying that this team somehow had a chance. And it's wild. It's why I'm mind blown.
Yeah, you're mind blown, and I'm sitting here just. I feel like someone punched me in the stomach. Like I feel, like I was gonna say, I don't. Their track record like in Game 7s isn't very good. Like this particular group, their track record in Game 7s isn't very good, and I don't know. Like it's such an uphill battle now, and like Tampa has all the momentum. The pressure is all on the Leafs now. Coming home, Game 7 at home, like it's just, oh my God, man.
I don't want to get too far into the future because there's a lot of a post-mortem podcast coming up, but tonight cemented one thing for me. If they lose that game, everybody's fired. Everybody's fired, no matter what.
I don't agree with you. I don't agree. I don't think Kyle Dubas should lose his job.
I do.
Well, he's done all he can do, Ryan. Like the fact that Alex Kerfoot goes out there and plays like a complete moron.
Could have let him go in the expansion draft.
It's okay.
Like, I don't know. Like
I don't think Kyle Dubas should get fired. I think Sheldon. Again, we don't need to go too far down the road.
I know.
Like you're right. We're gonna have all kinds of who's getting fired.
At some point, like. This is getting ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
This is getting ridiculous. Like, it's just, there's something, I don't know. I'm not a religious man. I'm not someone who, I don't want to get, it's just, it's hard to just blame it on higher powers.
But at this point, that's what I was saying off the top. It's like, I don't know what to say.
It's hard to blame it on higher powers, but at this point,
what else can you blame it on?
It's one thing I knew for sure. I mean, at the same time, before the series started, I said this series is going 7 games, like no matter what. And here we are. But that game right there, you said it last episode. They have to win this game.
Yeah.
And going into the third period, they had a lead.
And they played well enough. It's just like
that's what's so dejecting about this game.
Yeah, like we're not sitting here saying they suck, they stink, they're awful. It's like, no, my heart is, I feel like I got punched in the stomach because they played well enough to win. And just a couple of Alex Kerfoot making a boneheaded play in the first period and taking a stupid-ass penalty in the third period cost them that game.
The losses I've seen from this team are just significantly blown leads. Or tonight, instead of coming back and taking a lead in that game, they just continue to lose that game 2-0. Like those are the 2 losses I've mainly seen out of this team. Tonight, they come back, they make it 3-2. And they're doing everything right. This is it. And you just get called on 2 penalties.
I know.
2 high-sticking penalties cost you.
I know. And one of them, the David Camp one. Like, and you're right. It was a phantom call, but you get the stick up there. And these officials, like...
3 penalties were getting called tonight, and that was one of them. You get the stick near the face, you're done.
Yeah.
It's just... Tonight, I think, is like just the cherry on top. This is the game that we haven't seen them lose.
Yes.
We've seen them lose one way, another way. A game where they actually play well enough to win, but they have a minute of just bad, bad stick luck. Yeah, and it's just cost them.
That and the Kerfoot giveaway. Like it's a game. It's a game of inches. And you can't, this is what I kept saying to you in overtime. Like, Tampa needs one clean look. and they're going to bury it. And sure enough, the Leafs had a bunch of chances. Vasilevsky, they weren't getting enough traffic in front of Vasilevsky. That's my only critique, but Tampa was clogging up the middle of the ice. Tampa Bay is so good in their zone of getting in the shooting lanes with their bodies, and they're clogging up the middle of the ice, and all Tampa needed was one good chance in the Leaf zone, and sure enough, in the net it goes. And like the way it kind of went in was kind of eerily reminiscent of the goal that the Bruins scored in Game 7 of 2013. Just a rebound. Campbell's at
Justin Hall's just staring at Braden Point.
Yeah.
Here, Braden.
Yeah.
Put it in.
Yeah.
End your slump right here.
It's just, I don't know. Again, you sit here and you're like, they're still alive. There's still one more game to be played. They can still do this. But
come on.
We're so just damaged as Leaf fans that it's like it's hard. It's hard. And I know some of you are gonna be in the comments being like, oh, here you go again, being negative.
But
and it's
come
like
on.
Yeah.
Come on. Like that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
People who say that's ridiculous. Yes, we're negative. How can you not be?
Yeah.
You're a fake person if you're not human.
Yeah.
You're not real.
Yeah.
You're not a real human being if you're not negative right now.
Yeah.
You're not.
Or if you're not down in the dumps after that loss.
Is Matt's gonna come back and score an OT goal, or is Cujo gonna steal a game? Because that's the last time anything was positive around here.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
In the playoffs.
Don't be ridiculous.
I know.
Like, there's no reason. I can't find one reason to be positive going into this Game 7. I can't find one. None.
If I can find one, it's we've seen them play well enough to win, and they just, like I said, it's a game of inches. Alex Kerfoot, don't do stupid behind the back passes.
Look, back pass.
Yeah.
In the most important game of your career.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, come on. That's crap.
It is.
It's crap.
It is. It's crap.
I hate Alex Kerfoot. I can't stand this guy. I've always hated him, and I always will.
There you go. Right. Now you know Ryan. When Ryan says, I hate this guy, you know that you're just
I can't stand that guy on the ice. I know he kills penalties and blah, 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 but he's small and he throws no-look back passes into his own zone.
And then takes stupid high-sticking penalties.
Easily crossed the red line and got the puck in deep and made a change. But instead, it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
It is.
All
right, so hold on. Listen, I want to say before we get out of here quickly, we gotta talk about BetStamp really quick. But before we do that, I want to talk about Game 7 really quick. Ryan, let's say something positive heading into Game 7. We both feel like we've been punched in the stomach. Let's get our win back and let's say something positive. We've seen them play well enough to beat this team. No boneheaded plays. It's a game of inches out there, and you're playing a team of killers in the Tampa Bay Lightning. You see how savvy they are? You see the tying goal? Corey Perry, goaltender interference on Jack Campbell, and then lets his stick go so the officials don't see it. Like this, you're playing the dirtiest player in the game. This team has won 2 cups. They know every trick in the book. You cannot make stupid plays like Alex Kerfoot made. You can't do it. So, here, look, I just tried to say something positive, went on a negative tangent for 30 seconds. We've seen them play well enough to win. Suck it up, boys. You're not done. The series is not over. Grab the bull by the horns here, and let's do this. You said right from the get-go that this series was going 7 games.
Yeah, I mean, it's this. How predictable is this hockey team? They're the most predictable hockey team in the world.
Mm-hmm.
How are they not going 7 games? They do it every single year. Every single year they go to the last game. Mm-hmm. No matter how they get there, they always get there.
Yep.
And here we go again. This is what I mean about the people who are trying to be optimistic or the people who are going to chirp us for being negative. I knew what was going to happen because it happens every single year.
Yep.
I don't know. Like, it's just here's my only positive going into this Game 7 is they have found a way to hang 3 spots or more on Andre Vasilevsky all series.
Yeah.
That's my number one positive. You know, he could be due for his big steal a game shutout, but At least they've proven that at any point in any of these games in this series, whether it be late, early, second period, they can hang at least a 3 spot on this guy.
Yep. Agreed.
That's it.
All right, let's talk about let's do the bet stamp for tomorrow night's game. So I'm going to go right away. I want you to look up Pens Rangers, and I want you to tell me who has the best odds for the New York Rangers, because Sidney Crosby got hurt last night, and that game completely turned around, and I am all New York Rangers if Sidney Crosby is not in the lineup.
Bet Regal as -119.
I'm going to take -119 New York Rangers on Bet Regal to force, what is that game? Yeah, to force a Game 7 in that series.
Is it a Game 7 or a Game 6?
Game 6. The Rangers won. Wait, hold on. No. Tomorrow night's Game 6. Look at us. We're so discombobulated.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night's Game 6. So I'm taking the Rangers to win and force a Game 7.
I'm going to go Calgary Flames money line -159 on Bet Regal as well.
To eliminate the Dallas Stars.
I think it's time to go night for the Dallas Stars.
The best way for you to do what we just did and line shop across all the various sports books is to download the BetStamp app or hit the link in the description below. Use the promo code BUDS upon sign up, and you have access to every sports book. Like I said, Ryan and I use it for different things. Ryan's the more seasoned gambler of the two. So
every single bet I've thrown down since we started doing this has been a complete loser.
So we should caveat that we're not gambling experts. But Ryan is somebody who will parlay it across a bunch of different books, whereas me, I'm not as seasoned as you. I'm looking for the best value for my money. So that's what I use the BetStamp app for. And it's worked out really good. It's a great app. It's a great way to keep track of all your various wagers. Again, when you download the app or click the link below, use promo code BUDS upon sign up and have a great time with it.
I like to throw some. I've done this a couple times. I told my buddy heading into overtime, I'd bet my entire bank account and savings on the Tampa Bay Lightning winning this hockey game. They won it. Last year, Game 7, I told the same guy I would bet my entire bank account on the Montreal Canadiens winning Game 7. I'm going to bet my entire bank account. I wish I knew the odds on BetStamp right now that the Tampa Bay Lightning are going to find a way to.
You're going to get carved for being negative.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I will. The best part about being negative in this situation is if I'm wrong, who cares?
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win. That's
true. It's a win-win. It's the ultimate. There is no bigger win-win
than that
in the history
of win-wins,
fandom and betting than betting the Tampa Bay Lightning to win Game 7. There's no bigger win-win in terms of happiness on a fan side and a betting side.
100%. All right, Ryan. We are heading in to another Game 7. Godspeed to you. Godspeed to everybody. We will be back. We will not be doing a post-game show on Saturday. We will be back first thing Sunday morning. This is strategic. Ryan and I think we want, regardless of what happens on Saturday, we want to sort of let everything sort of settle and get a moment to collect ourselves before we come on here and start trading guys and firing guys and whatever. So,
well, basically what you're saying is if they win, I think if they win that game, the reaction from Saturday night and Sunday morning won't be too different.
Yes.
But waiting that extra sleep prepares you more for
to have more concise thoughts and not come on here and just be emotional and yelling and screaming my head off.
Which is aim in only one direction if they lose that hockey game.
Yes.
To be less emotional if they lose. Because I think if they win, we have the same reaction.
We come on and we just have a selly.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. If you haven't done so, hit that like and subscribe button below. Tons of new subscribers, tons of engagement in the comments. We really, really, really appreciate it. Keep it coming. We'll see you guys after Game 7.